The Buddha said that in Pali, Atta Nanje Piyang Janya Rakheyanang Surakitang Tinnang Anyatarang Yamang Pati Jageya Pandito. The meaning of this verse is, if people love themselves, they should protect themselves very well. Wise people should guard themselves in all three periods of their life. So here the question is, do we love ourselves? That's the first thing. Yeah, do we love ourselves or we love others much? Yeah, we love ourselves very much. Although we say, I love you to others, but we love ourselves very much. There is no one dear to us than ourselves. So if we love ourselves very much, then we should guard ourselves. That's what the Buddha said in this verse. And when should we guard ourselves? So in this verse, the Buddha said that all the three watches of the life, all the three periods of our life. That means from the very young age till we get old, all the time, we should guard ourselves. But the question is, why should we guard ourselves? Yeah, why should we guard ourselves? Because we are surrounded by the enemies all the time. The enemies here means two types of enemies. The first type is the internal enemies, the inner enemies, that is defilements or the unwholesomeness. And the second type of enemy is external enemy. We are surrounded by these two types of enemies, and those enemies are looking for a chance to attack us. They can attack us anytime. Therefore, we should guard ourselves so that those enemies will not get a chance to attack us. Regarding the two enemies, internal enemy is the most dangerous. The internal enemies, the defilements, are the most dangerous enemy. Therefore, we should guard ourselves from those internal enemies. Because of those defilements, we commit the wrongdoings. We do the unwholesome actions. And because of that, because we do the unwholesome actions, we meet the dangers. When we commit unwholesome actions, we will get the unwholesome results in this very life and also in the future life. What type of results or what type of dangers that we could meet when we commit unwholesome actions because of the defilements. Sometimes Atanuwadapaya, that is the self, we blame ourselves, blaming ourselves, accusing ourselves. When we commit some unwholesome actions, and sometimes we realize that we did mistake, so our mind, we will have a remorse. Oh, I did that mistake. Oh, I did that mistake. All the time, we recall that mistake, the wrongdoing that we have done, and we accuse ourselves, how foolish am I? So that type of danger we can meet when we commit the unwholesome actions. And sometimes we are blamed by other people. We are accused by other people. Other people would say, oh, this person is not good. He is a very bad person. He did this and this. And so we may be accused by other people too. Sometimes we may meet the danger of legal punishment. If we happen to murder someone, then according to law, we will be punished. Therefore, if we commit unwholesome actions because of the defilements, we meet the danger of legal punishment too. Those three types of dangers we may meet in this present life. And the fourth type of danger, the danger of rebirth in the lower realms. So if we commit the unwholesome deeds, unwholesome actions, after the death, we may reborn in the lower states. And once we fall in the lower states, we will be suffered a lot. It is not easy to do the wholesome deeds in the lower states, so we may not be free from that rebirth. So these four types of dangers we could meet when we commit the unwholesome actions due to the defilements, because of the defilements. Therefore, these defilements or these unwholesome actions are the internal enemy, the most dangerous enemy. And we are meeting those enemies all the time when we become forgetful. Therefore, the Buddha said that we people should be diligent. We heard about the talk on diligence and negligence another day. For the people who are negligent, for those people, the four lower states, the four lower realms are like their own home. For the people who are negligent, who are forgetful, for those people, the lower states are like their own home. So if we don't want to be reborn in that four lower states. We should be diligent. We should be diligent. We should not forget to do the wholesome deeds, and we should not forget to refrain from unwholesome deeds.